All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to your Saturday edition of Livewire Sports Media. I am your host, Livewire, and we're going to talk today about some journey in Houston. I wanted to do something different with her because I feel like she is not. This young lady, she just does her job. To be honest with you, she just does her job when she comes on the floor for Iowa. She gets in there, she gets rebounds, she gets points when she needed to. Prime example, the last game they played against Maryland, she came in when Ava Hayden got in foul trouble, and guess what? She gave us 10 points in a little bit of minutes. I think she only played like 10, 12 minutes. She gave us 10 points. And the Iowa was able to build a lead and sustain it to a certain point until late in the fourth quarter. But you can't underestimate the unsung hero of freshman guard wing, Journey Houston. Now, she is labeled 5'8". Some profiles have it at 6 foot. But being undersized and having that knack, you can't teach that. Having that knack just to get the rebound, score when it's there. To be honest, when she comes to the game, you can see the impact that she makes in the game. It's very evident how she makes an impact when she comes in the game. Now, I do believe she probably will fill that 4 spot next year after Hannah Stokely leaves. They're going to need more. But, she plays small, but she does play big at the same time. We're going to look at her little journey real quick. Fitting journey, her journey. So we're going to take a look at her real quick and everything like that. I like the young lady. I like her. I love how she's gritty. She comes in the game and she does her job. And that's why, to me, I think down the stretch of that Maryland game, she should have been in there a little bit more, So, all right, let's get into it real quick.
It's the court like lightning flash, boards and buckets.
And she's from Davenport, Iowa. So she's an Iowa girl. So that's good that you got her to stay home. And she's just a freshman. She had one game where she had 14. Last game she had 10. And shout out to Stavos off of X for making this clip.
Yeah, I've always been a pretty versatile player, working hard, being physical on the post, and shooting those 15 feet range shots, and just keeping.
Freshman fire, she's just begun. Iowa heat under that sun.
And she makes the right play when she gets the ball. She doesn't make too many turnovers. She finds her teammates. Look at her. She just has a knack for the ball, man. And Iowa needs that off the bench. They need more gritty players. They need more gritty players off the bench. You already see Addie Deal starting to come into her own. Look at them. And you get to see that. You get to see her do a little bit more of that. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty evident just to get to watch her play the game that she wants to play. She's a very good, versatile young lady. I love her to death.
Well, I guess what are your expectations, hopes, goals going into your freshman year?
I am a freshman, so I'm here to learn and just, absorb everything. Yeah.
What's the best thing you've learned and absorbed so far?
I would probably say how important it is to box out nowadays because everybody's bigger than me. So, yeah.
Coach Henderson said you could potentially play at the 4 this year. when I talked to you in summer, you said I played everywhere in high school. So
Yeah.
is it kind of a new spot to play the 4 a lot more?
Not really. In AAU, I had to play bigger too, just because my team was smaller at the time. So I've always had to play, against bigger girls.
You were the primary ball handler for your high school team, right?
Divine was me and Divine both split it up.
Okay, so I guess having that experience and that skill, how does that make you dangerous in your role here at Iowa?
I feel like it just helps me more because most fours don't really have experience handling the ball, but I do.
That's a good thing too to have.
Getting used to playing against some bigger players, some taller players. I guess I don't know what you were playing against in the MAC. But to have that opportunity to play against players that are like Layla and Ava and Hannah, what's that been like for your development?
I mean, it's really all about effort because, size does make a difference. But at the end of the day, it's like who's going to dive on the floor for the loose ball, who's going to go the extra box out. So.
And then in terms of like this freshman class, a lot of talent in it. What do you guys feel like you guys can accomplish over your 4 years at Iowa? Do you talk about that at all?
I think we're just kind of taking it day by day, and we're all we're new. We have 5 new people, so we're just learning and absorbing everything right now.
Who would you say you've connected with the best on the team since you got here?
I'd probably say Jada and Chit Chat.
What about those two? Do you think has allowed you to connect with them best?
I don't know. I feel like they just get me and I get them on a personal level, so I just like to hang out with them.
So are you a little bit more quiet like Chit Chat, or are you maybe a little bit more of a extrovert like Jada?
I wouldn't say I'm kind of in the middle of it both. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Journey.
Thank you.
Now a local tax.
But yeah, if you can see, she has the right mindset, talking about, diving for loose balls, who's going to get the 50-50 balls.
I'm from Davenport, Iowa. I play the wing position, and I'm a freshman. I would say aggressive and versatile. Yeah, I like to get after it, and I can kind of do a little bit of everything. Yeah, I committed what some would say is kind of early. It was the summer of my freshman year. The culture is just amazing. There's a lot of positivity, the people are very welcoming, and having that makes it even 10 times easier to play the sport. That's why. I really just want to grow as a player, expanding my game, just get better day by day. Like I said, I love learning, and I want to improve the game. I would actually say 6. I kind of find our style very similar. So having her on the coaching style is very helpful too. A lot of things I like to do. That's really understanding at home, getting to the when it comes to post game, I like to watch Ava Wilson. She's a dog, very aggressive. And then Alicia, I'm in the wallet. I've been watching her since she was in the game. There's kind of more to do than I thought there would be. Downtown, there's a lot of good places to eat. They have farmers market. There was a block party too. Pretty fun. There's a lot of different things. You find me in the kitchen. I actually love to cook and bake. It's kind of hard to do that now, being in the dorm. But my teammates will let me come over sometimes. Stir fry, like with vegetables and then rice and chicken. And there's actually a
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna just clip it right there. But you can get the sense of this young lady, her growth, her determination, her mindset about the game and how she wants to play the game. Because the fact of the matter is that she definitely wants to learn. She wants to be there. She wants to be able to give her all. She wants to be that dog. She wants to take that next step. Like I said, going into her sophomore season, I think her minutes will grow more. I think she's going to see a lot of significant minutes. She does get provided minutes when she comes in the game. She doesn't score a lot, but she has such a tenacity and a knack for the board. And you have to have that. You have to have a sense around it. It's that Dennis Rodman type of mentality that you have to have. Dennis Rodman was one of the best rebounders in the game in the NBA who always just bit around the ball. When you got a player like Journey Houston that could do that and provide that energy for your team, that gives your team a spark, a lift. You've seen it in that Maryland game. You have seen it throughout the season, some games that she come in, how she gives you that spark off the bench. If we could get that from Taylor Strimlow, Layla Hayes, who's also a freshman, I don't understand what's going on with her. She should be dominant when she comes into the second unit. If that second unit off the bench could give 20 points, close to 20 points, it makes it so easy for your, it makes it so easy for your starters. But I do love Journey Houston hustle. And she talks about hitting that 15 to 12 mid-range shot. And you've seen it. She takes it. She doesn't hesitate. She got it open. She's going to take it. And that's what you have to have, confidence in your own ability. So, man, shout out to her. Like, they have a big test against Iowa State tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to seeing her play. She's going to get some minutes, man. I think the more she continue to prove, the more she can provide in games, she's going to get the minutes. I do want to see a little bit more mix-up. I want to see Tegan Mullaney. I don't know what's going on with her. I'm probably going to do a report on our teams, who's injured, who's available, when they're coming back and stuff like that, because I want to see what's going on with the rest of the roster right now and why some of them are not playing. But again, shout out to Miss Houston. Yeah, you is a problem for a freshman. Keep doing your thing. I'm looking for some more great things from Journey Houston. Let me know what you think about Journey Houston's play so far this season. How well she could impact. Do you think she should get more minutes? A little bit more minutes. I think that she does provide something that a lot of the players on the team don't have. And that's that grit, that tenacity. She dives on the floor. She gets the ball. She passes. She can do it. And then you think about it. She's versatile. She can play guard. She can play the wing. She does it all. For her to be undersized, 5'11", or 6 foot, whatever you want to categorize her at, she does well. This is like Livewire Sports Media. This is it's Saturday Stroll Edition. If it ain't live, it's the